Okay, so we just wanted to give some final thoughts on the Catalonia Royal
Tulum.
Yeah. So obviously it's in Mexico. So when you check in, the first thing, obviously, you get your card, which it's basically, ours is a ribbon, but some people do have the plastic, and then this is your room key. The color of the band identifies if you're just a standard guest or if you upgrade to the privilege, which,
Or even exclusive.
yeah, that's like almost like a timeshare, but not. It just gives you extra benefits where you pay a fee for, I think it's 10 years or something, which we did not do. But the color of the band shows that. We did upgrade to the privilege, which gives you access to the Beloved restaurant, and you get 10% off like spa and other extra paid services, but we didn't do that either. You also get with that, they do have some extra chairs set out on the beach as well, but unfortunately the area that they have it by is where they kind of scrape all the seaweed too, so it kind of smells more over there. So we haven't sat there at all. We've been on the normal side, I guess. So, and then the other thing is the layout of the resort. It's just long and narrow. So there are no pool or ocean view rooms. All the rooms are back. So you can't even upgrade to that. The pool is very close to the beach though, which is nice.
Yeah, and it's narrow and long, but it's not too long. The walk the first couple times feels like it's, am I getting there yet? But then after you do it a few times, then you realize it's not.
Yeah, it's a really small resort actually. I mean, in the big scheme of things, it's pretty small.
Yeah, it's small. I mean, you recognize, you start kind of knowing people pretty quick, and you see same faces all the time. So
yeah,
which is kind of nice.
And the pool is pretty big, so you can't see it from here. But on the other side, there is a water volleyball net. So if you're not interested, there is plenty of room to spread out. And there is a swim-up pool bar as well, which is nice.
But this is the only pool.
Yeah, there's only one pool, but
Yeah.
it is big.
Yeah.
And the beach, so the seaweed comes and goes. So the first 6 days, it was pretty seaweed. I mean, you could just see it in the waves. It was heavy on the beach. Yesterday and today, now there's barely any.
Yeah, it looks a
And
little
it's
bit
flat.
more.
So it's like if they could guarantee this, I mean, people would flock here.
Yeah, look, I mean, today and yesterday's a little bit more Caribbean like it was, whatever, 8-10 years ago.
I mean, you can still see a little bit in the water when you're in the water, but it's not like caked up on the beach like you see sometimes. I mean, it's really nice.
But here by the pool, you also got the tequila bar, which is right over there. It's just literally you get out and you're right there.
And if you do have the privilege, you can go to the Beloved bar as
Which
well.
is right here, close to the
right
pool.
Here too. And then the buffet is right off of the beach.
Right.
That's the only place we've had to wear the mask is in there. They make you wear it, obviously, when you go up to, because you're getting your own food. So
The shows are actually right here by the pool. So
yeah, and they don't have a lot of. We're not thrilled with the setup of the shows because they don't have enough chairs out. They don't bring. We kind of move chairs around, and I think they take chairs from the snack bar, but there's never enough. So
I mean, it is kind of nice being outside by the pool, but there's just not enough space and seating. We're gonna hit the club right now, or?
Yeah, you can. So the club is called Cats, but it's not open right now. So
Most of the clubs in these all-inclusive have been kind of shut down with some of the nonsense going on, but here, because they have moved stuff out by the pool after the show, the show starts around 9:30 and then finishes 10:30-ish.
yeah, and they do have, I think, a DJ after that, but we've
That's
never
kind of
stayed.
what they've done in lieu of the club, is then at
Because it is outside.
10:30, then they play music till 2 a.m. they say, and
Yeah.
that's kind of all around here, and then in the tequila bar. So
Yeah, and then also, so for restaurants, The buffet is only open for breakfast and lunch. So no dinner. They do have on Saturday, well, at least last Saturday, they had it open for the Mexican buffet because it was Mexican dancing or whatever. I don't know what I forget what they called the show.
Yeah, it was like Mexico, Viva Mexico, or whatever. Yeah.
So that was the only night that you could eat at the buffet for dinner. So they have 3 other, the terrace, which is like tapas, Toscano, which is Italian, and Adelito, which is Mexican, and the grill, which is steakhouse. So I guess there's actually 4. And then they also have Rauscha, which is a dinner / show, but you do have to make a reservation for that one, which if you wanted to go to that, I would do it your first day here. The other ones are just walk up, and if there's a wait, they give you a buzzer, just like everywhere else does. And then there is Sorrento's, which is right here by the pool. It's just a snack bar, though. I don't even know what the hours are, but it's basically like lunch midday. Yeah. And they just have like sandwiches. There's a burrito, pizza, hot dog, like snack food, basically.
Nachos.
Yeah. And that Beloved restaurant has all breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks.
Right.
So if you do upgrade to the Privilege, you can always go there, basically. The food in the bar it's not our favorite eating place. Like this, you're not going to go hungry, but the food hasn't been.
What's your typical kind of
impressive.
All-inclusive Caribbean? You have to manage your expectations. There's certain things that you're going to find that you like we like the pork tacos at the Beloved for lunch. That's a big favorite.
Yeah, because we eat that every day.
Right.
Ever since we found it.
So there's things you can find, but as an overall, again, you have to manage your expectations. It's going to be at a certain level, and you just kind of go with that.
Yeah, but you're not. It's not a 5-star resort. You're not paying 5-star prices.
Right.
So
that's managing your expectations.
Yeah. And then there's also room service 24 hours, which we did get a little pizza last night. It was pepperoni. It was edible.
Right.
It's not like, your favorite going to be your favorite pizza ever. But if you just want something quick, we just wanted to try it just so we knew how it worked.
Right.
And you order online. So you just go right to the site that they give you a little QR code to scan, and that's where you get all your menus and everything. You just order right through there. You get an email. It actually came quite a bit faster. It said 35 to 45 minutes, and we got it in like 20.
But obviously that's going to vary on what time you order it and who all's ordering things. And I think
that just might be their standard time that they just tell you.
I think we hit at a time when there was probably not anybody doing room service.
Yeah, because we came back we didn't go to the show last night because it was like a dance party or something.
And everybody would have just eaten supper too
Yeah.
at that time, so everybody was not hungry. So.
And they do have a juice bar as well on the beach where you can order fresh fruit juices or whatever.
Right.
There's a menu, and that's included for everybody as far as I know, right?
Yep.
I think.
Just you might have to tell the guy to blend it longer than he does, because he has a tendency to some of the chunkier ones not blend them enough.
Yeah, and there is also a spa right to that side of the pool.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't use it, but if you do have the privilege, you can have use of the sauna, the steam room, and the hot tub, but you do have to make an appointment to do that. So we just opted not to. And they do have organized activities. They have like stretching. They have like a couple dance classes. They have bingo.
Aqua gymnastics.
Yeah.
Or not gymnastics, but aerobics, aqua aerobics.
Aqua gym is what they call
Right.
it. Cornhole. They have beach volleyball. They have water volleyball. I don't know. There's a bunch of
bingo on some days.
Yeah, it's like every half hour or hour they have something small, but
But it's not like some places where there's tons of things going on. There's not as much as far as the animation team, but there are some things.
And they do have
day.
a pool party a couple times a week. I think it's twice a week they have that, where they have like you know, some games in the pool and stuff, which was fun to watch. We didn't participate, but it was fun to watch. And they also have pool and beach service. So, like, they have waiters and waitresses, you know, walking around. We always tip them, but I think if you're going to utilize them, you should. Otherwise, go get it yourself. Like, don't be lazy.
One of the nice things with this place is it's kind of more secluded, even though it's actually right off the main road. But once you pull in, you don't know you're off the main road, and the path back here, which is showed in some of the other videos, it's kind of like through the jungle. And
yeah, because there's actually no resort to the left or the right.
Not close anyway.
Yeah. So you do have, like, you don't have like people trying to hustle on the beach because there's nothing else around.
But they do allow one guy up to sell jewelry and cigars.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I did see another guy, but it was only one time. But you don't have anybody harassing you because there's nothing else really. There is a public beach a little ways that way.
Yeah.
But it's kind of roped off, so no one ever tries to. Like,
so I mean, if you're wanting to do a lot of shopping, you're going to have to basically take an excursion or ride the public van
the Colectivo,
transport.
which that's what we use to go to the cenote. So Azul.
Cenote is Azul's, yeah. It's like a 2-3 minute ride. I mean, you could theoretically walk it, but
you don't want to because it's a busy
highway.
It's
a really busy highway, so.
But the Colectivo, it's basically just like a van, big passenger van.
Right.
And they just charge, it was 25 pesos each to get to the cenote. So they even go as farther though. And you know, the price.
So if you want to go into, we know someone's couple that did it, went into Tulum even.
Yeah. So you just go right out front of the resort and you just wait by the road and it literally just pulls over and picks you up. You don't have to schedule it. You don't.
Yeah, and they're driving by all the time too.
Yeah,
so,
there's a lot of them.
So you're not like stuck waiting.
It's their public transportation, and it does say like on the outside Colectivo, so you're not like just getting into like a random.
It's not fancy or anything. So
yeah,
I mean the one we rode back, the door wouldn't even close all the way, but
yeah, I thought I messed up, but I tried again and he said it's fine. But yeah, overall, I mean,
that's the cheapest way to get back and forth.
Definitely the cheapest way. But overall, the service has been good. I mean,
averagely decent. Yeah.
I mean, we haven't had really problems, but the walk like from the beach to the lobby, it's really nice because it is kind of jungle-ish, and you know, I like the feel.
Yeah, and you got the local coati animal, the cousin to the raccoon. They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're cute.
Yeah, they're walking. Yeah.
They're begging for food sometimes.
Yeah.
They like know where people drop food, like right when you leave. They're like right there because they know you're leaving the restaurants.
We've only seen one iguana the whole time now.
Yeah, and it was a big one. It scared me because I wasn't expecting
an average
it.
decent one, but we've only seen one, so.
Yeah. But I mean, it's been a very nice, relaxing. You know, there's no really reason to rush because there's not a whole lot going on. So unless you schedule excursions and everything, which we did not, but.
Right. The beach area is pretty nice because the beach, you know, some beaches have rocks and stuff you have to watch out for. This is pretty much, there was maybe a couple rocks that we hit, but for the most part, it's all sand, so.
Yeah, and the rocks in the water weren't sharp. I mean, and there was
one but there was only just one.
Right.
But for the most part, I mean, you got to find it. You just.
Yeah, because some places you go in and you're like, you almost feel like you need shoes on. It's so rocky.
Yeah.
But yeah, so overall, I mean, we would come back, but it wouldn't be like we have to come back. Like if I got a deal or something, I would come back, but I wouldn't probably seek it out necessarily.
Well, we've talked to many people that come back here year after year.
Yeah,
though,
there's some people who come years and years. And
right.
Years, so, I mean, it is smaller, so you do get more familiar with the people. So it kind of, you know, it's fun, but no. Anything else? We have to go home tomorrow, so we're not happy about that.
Pool's open till 6, but although.
Yeah, the bar is open till 6, but they don't kick you out of the pool.
The fountain kicks off about 10 minutes to 6, so you kind of know you don't even have to look at your watch.
Yeah.
It's like when the fountain goes off, okay, it's about 10 minutes to 6.
And the restaurants.
But they don't kick you out.
Yeah, and the restaurants all open at 6, don't they? Or 7? Or do some open at 5?
No, nothing opens at 5.
So
it's 6
they open.
to 7.
So you really have no reason to rush out anyway. So we always stay until it's over. I mean, Because if you were going to go to the nightly show, that doesn't start till 9:30 anyway. So you're
Right.
just going to be sitting around like doing nothing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I guess that's it for now.
for now.